your beautiful voice, or
What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night. It's 9 p.m.
That's it?
That's it.
That's the opening. Hi, guys.
That's the opening. We don't have an intro.
Yeah, but so that shouldn't be the opening. Maybe at that time you say, hey, babe, pop your pigtails out. Get ready to talk.
I wouldn't say something like that, though.
Pop your pigtails out.
When would I ever say pop your pigtails out?
Pigtail pop and party.
I would never say something like that.
Well, maybe you should shut your sound off.
That's you.
That's not me.
That was you, Buttercup. My shit was all from before.
That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It absolutely was, yo.
It wasn't. However.
It was, and that's the end of that.
So it's been a really long time, guys. Hi, it's me, the amazing Jess from Unfiltered Marriage. We haven't had a show where it's Rocky and I for a long time.
So we're doing one tonight. Fucking deal with it. If you don't like it, eat shit.
No, not just that, but also we have the opportunity to be a little bit more frisky with our conversation. I don't feel so like weird with my brother here. Nicole's not here staring at you going, you know.
Oh, I don't think she does that.
No, she doesn't. I was just joking, but.
Oh my God.
It was funny.
What?
It was funny.
What was?
That was funny.
Comedy subjective, dear.
You say comedy subjective. I say funny.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was thinking that when we were sitting watching that movie the other night, The Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself today, and I was going, you know, our kids, they're a pain in the ass. This one argues with this. That one does this. But in the interim, like, we have really good kids, like really good kids.
Yeah, of course we do.
So we're watching this, and I'm going, what kind of kids are in the middle of a fucking rainstorm, run out into the goddamn rain and woods, down to a hole in the side of a damn mountain to be flushed into a
fucking cavern.
It was a cavern, right? Is
Pretty
that what it
much.
was?
They're stupid fucking idiot kids. That's what they are. They're these fucking morons.
I don't understand.
Like, first of all, what kids go, oh, look at it. It's fucking thunder and lightning, pissing rain, and we're in the middle of the woods. Let's go wander around.
They got out of the car, and like their parents weren't in the car, so they got out and started running to the
wish
woods.
that bear would have fucking... I
the rain.
I wish Chet Ripley would have walked up and seen the fucking innards of both of those twins as a bear's just having a feast in the rain.
Like, think about it. If I was with my 9-year-old sibling, they're twin sisters, I'm not going to go, hey, we could stay in the car and be away from the rain and thunder. Or let's run into the rain, into the thunder, into the woods, into a fucking cave, fall down a well, into the water, and have to be pulled out by a goddamn string as they're a black bear standing around the corner ready to eat me.
Yeah, no,
That's what they did.
Well, exactly. And they know there's a bear around. You've been warned that there's a bear around.
Who warned them about the bear?
They Chet Ripley told them the bear story.
But it wasn't like they knew a proven fact there was this bear.
Well,
there was just a story.
There's a story, and as a kid, if you're told that there's a crazy bear out in the woods that you're in, are you going to go running around and looking for it?
I don't know if I'd go around looking for it, but I might be interested a little bit about what the bear was. I might have, sparked a little bit of my interest.
Well, they're stupid. That's those kids' problems. They're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you say they're stupid, but I am sitting here going, well, maybe they're just these kids that are like exploratory.
Well, maybe they should fucking stay in the car like their parents told them to and not run around in the goddamn woods.
Did the parents, though, turn around and say stay in the car?
I'm sure they did. I doubt the parents were like, hey, go run outside and chase fucking...
There was a scene of them in the car, and there was a scene with them out.
We
didn't know the in-between.
Yeah, I know.
Are you looking for it right now?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
I was going to see if Skype would...
Why don't you not play with it?
Well, I'm just fucking trying to
I know, because if the Skype doesn't work and then it sparks something else, then we're going to have like a mid-show, and it's just going to make me angry. You don't want to make me angry, do you?
Maybe.
Do you want to make me angry?
Maybe. You never know.
All right, well, besides these stupid fucking kids who jumped out of the car and nobody else really... I don't think they understand. If my kids ever jumped out of the car, I would tell them, you get what you deserve. That's just the story.
Yeah, and that's why I wish we would have seen a scene where those kids were being eaten. Because that's what they deserve.
But they weren't. They got saved.
See, the other kids watching that movie, they needed to learn a lesson at that point. Not that you get saved, that you get eaten by a bear. You and your sister.
Well, they didn't, though, at that time. They got saved.
That's the lesson they should have been teaching, not this horse shit that, some gigantic fat man is going to be able to fucking pull them out of a fucking cavern. That's never going to happen.
And that was after or before the steak?
That was after.
That was after the steak?
That was after the steak.
That was the energy after the steak?
I don't remember if it was the same night. I don't think that was the same night.
I think it was because that's when they were all going home.
I don't know.
Dun, 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 dun. When he walks up to the dock, she's
I don't know. I would have to rewatch it to confirm that statement.
We'll have to. We'll have to.
Right.
Listen, I have even something better for you. I'm sitting on the couch with my daughter.
Wait. I wanted to ask something, though.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I don't think we spoke about this yet on either show.
Go.
Sex scenes in movies are completely pointless unless it's a porno. There's no reason to ever have a sex scene, and here's why. I'm an adult. When they walk into the room kissing and shut the door, I know what they're doing. I don't need to be shown
They're
it.
They're trying to entice a certain type of customer.
Emotion, I guess. No, but I guess like maybe it's like to entice you into the eroticness more of the movie. That would be their excuse. But I really don't think there's ever trust me, I'm not against nudity in film.
No, of course not.
You know,
of course not. Yeah, who is?
I'm just
nudity?
watching a scene.
We all love
going,
a good titty, you know.
But I'm just watching a scene going, there's really no need for this.
There probably isn't. But,
what was the first guy that convinced the woman, like in a mainstream film, to be like, all right, you're gonna be naked in this one?
But just re-rubbing on each other, you're not going to be actually having sex.
You're gonna have sex, but don't have sex.
They say though, a lot of those scenes are actually sex scenes, and we don't even know. There was some actually. If we look it up right now,
there's like lists out there where
exactly.
But even half of that list, they go, we're not sure, but
of course they did.
People
How are you going to
say-
let me ask something? All right, and not for nothing, but most of like Hollywood are attractive looking people. They're not disgusting. I'll say most because there are some people that are not attractive. But there are most actors and actresses that will be in the same film with each other for a sex scene. And it's not like it's something you look at and go, that will never happen. You look and go, that could probably happen because they're both the same like look. I'm sorry, but laying on top of you in the middle of a film, I don't know if I'd be able to not get wet. You know, like that's the look that you have, or your dick would get hard if I was sitting on you and just randomly rubbing my vagina.
I would think so.
You know,
especially
for a
if the
movie.
woman's attractive and she's naked.
Yeah, it's like there's got to be something there. Like, come on, they stop, they let them fuck quick, they get it out of the way, and then they do the scene.
Yeah.
You know, when they're not ready, horny, they're not like, you know, doesn't that have to make sense?
I just don't think it's necessary for a film that I don't see where it adds anything because an adult's watching this movie.
Right, of course.
The children aren't watching these movies.
No, right.
So as an adult, I'm able to understand what's going on behind that door. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Like there's really no reason to show the sex.
Yes, but you know what? There are some people though that will go to a movie just to see that. So there is the market.
Yeah, when I was 12 and Basic
taunt.
Instinct came out, and they were like, "Dude, she
People
shows her
like the
pussy." You're like,
taunt.
"Yeah, I want to see a pussy." But you're 12 and you want to see a pussy. That's different. But like as an adult, no adults. The majority of adults aren't going to these type of movies. Going, can't wait to see all the sex.
No, you're not going, and we can't wait to see the sex, but you're definitely going, that scene, I can't wait to see what it's like, because on the preview, you do actually think about the sex.
No,
come
most
on.
husbands go, yeah, I guess I'll go see it, knowing they're going to see Sharon Stone or fucking whoever naked now in
Sharon
this
Stone,
movie.
1980s.
But we brought up
Whoa.
Basic Instinct.
No, yeah, but that basic thing is not the style anymore. You're
I
talking
understand
about,
it. But they don't really do sex scenes in movies anymore. Think about the last time you saw a sex scene in a movie. You can't even name it, probably. Like a real sex scene.
would have to be clips.
That wasn't even there was no nudity, though.
Well, it wasn't. It was not so much nudity. It was him on top of her. They were naked. He grabbed the bedpost. The whole bed broke because he's like this vampire. So it was a very intimate looking moment. Not that you saw penetration, but those moments are pretty hot too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's a porno.
Excuse me.
God bless you. When you see penetration, that's called the porno.
Yeah, but there are some movies that have that gentle penetration.
No, none.
You see that the
any
body's
penetration is
bumping.
now a porno. Yes, body's bumping. Yes, there's no close-up shot of the pussy and the dick going in.
Then how come? Well, I guess that's why in pornos you get the close-ups, right?
Exactly, because you now know that yes, they definitely are doing it.
So then that's why we don't do porno.
Well, yeah. But I really it dawned on me one day. I'm like, wow, those scenes are really just pointless. And in today's world, I guess they don't do them because it's like you want to see people fucking, just go on the internet.
Yeah, you can see people fucking. You can see the weirdest things ever.
I think it was also a way maybe for guys to be able to watch something, but it's not a porno, and you can get away and use it as spank material.
Let me ask you something, and this is legit. I just actually thought about this because of a clip I watched on YouTube of these two kids hanging out, and they wanted to order a wife on the black web.
The dark web.
Yeah, the dark web, whatever.
Okay.
Black web, dark web, same fucking thing. So they ordered this wife, and it was like this creepy story. They videotaped her knocking on the door. She came in. She was like this big, tall, lurchy looking girl, and they videotape it, and it sparked I wanted to know what's the difference between the daytime web and the dark web, because you could be on daytime web and talk to fucking like I don't understand.
No,
I don't understand
internet.
the
The
difference.
dark web is this whole other different internet that you have nothing about. It's where they sell drugs, they sell illegal weapons.
How could they have a website like that?
It's not a website. It's a different internet. It's a whole different internet that
okay, so how is that legal?
It's not.
So how come the cops and police and
they try to. These guys are smart at fucking hiding where they're coming from. They put on fucking blockers of their internet shit and where their location and
I understand that. We have fucking
I don't
Secret
think you
Service.
do.
I do understand that, but we have like Secret Service. We have fucking
and let
agents
me ask
undercover.
you,
We have
is some 70-year-old fucking guy who's been working with fucking Secret Service for fucking 30 years smarter than the 25-year-old kid who's a sick fucking hacker and grew up on computers?
Yes, but all right. So can I ask, what is the goal of this web? Is it all bad?
It's a black market. Consider it the black market. You know how there was a black market? You get what I'm saying?
For like body parts?
What?
Wait,
No.
wait.
The black market, back in the day, was like the dark web where people would go and get weapons and drugs and sell
I'm being
people.
serious. I'm asking
Yeah.
you. Wait.
I mean, people probably do sell body parts on the dark web, if we're being honest. There's probably a market for body parts. I'm sure people want body parts.
How would you get body parts?
By killing people and taking them.
All right.
What do you
now
mean
listen to me. This is a problem, and you think about.
Of course it's well, is it though? Because again, I have nothing to do with this world, and if the people in charge can't stop it, what can I do? So yeah, I guess it's a problem. I don't know about it. It doesn't exist to me. So for me, it's just like, sucks that
I guess
there's a world like
people
that.
Who want to join.
Yeah, but that's the other thing. It's people go there. You can't, you go there. You have to do shit to go there.
I don't know if I would, what would it take for someone to search out the dark web? Like,
I don't know how. I know you have to get like a VPN blocker and type stuff and go in there, and I don't really know.
It's all weird shit.
I remember, what's his face? Chris Stanley on Bennington explained it one day because he was able to get on it. He's been on it before.
Wait.
He would get drugs on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it just gets sent to your house.
Yeah.
In mail.
Yeah,
and you don't know where it comes from.
I'm not sure. Menace, Skype's not working, so if you want to ask a question, just throw it in the chat because, like I said, Skype's not working.
I just want to know.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey. There you go. There's the last time.
50 Shades of Grey was not sexual. It was fucking abusive.
But there was sex scenes, right?
There was this minute when he was humping her, and you didn't actually see penetration, but he was on top of her and having sex with her, but there was mostly aggressive behavior. I don't want to whip my husband. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who like that kind of stuff, but I'd rather suck his dick than like whip him.
Yeah, me too.
There's a big difference, I guess, with the lustral wants in people, but that movie didn't turn me on. It was kind of just like, this is a waste of my $20. Like, I definitely would have watched it at home.
I thankfully didn't go see it.
I went with my friend, and her and I brought wine in our little Ziploc pocket, and it was the worst. We both were sitting there going, this is weird to be sitting here with you. Like, I was like, I love you, but I don't want to be sitting next to you watching this with you. It was weird.
There you go. There's the last one I can really think of. I guess that comes to mind. Phil the Promoter writes Halle Berry and Monsters Ball.
Halle Berry and Monsters Ball. Oh, what about Triple X with that chick dancing on the fucking pole?
That's dancing.
No, but then they jumped on the sex. They jumped on. She went on it.
Triple X was PG-13.
Oh.
So, no. No.
Fuck you. Go ahead. Talk to your friend. Go talk to your friend.
He had a question and he wanted to call in, but I was telling him just to write it in the chat because the Skype's down. Skype is not working.
I don't understand. Of course, only when Richie show's over, my show doesn't work properly.
Every website's loading. Skype isn't loading.
That's fine.
Skype.
It's fine. I don't want to deal with it, so don't mess with it.
So, exactly.
So, listen, I have a question. This is something I want to talk about very relaxed, please. I don't need anybody getting all fucking crazy on me. But I'm sitting on the couch with my daughter, and we were discussing how they said, well, there was a commercial with this guy kind of hovering over water, and he was back to the water, and he was hovering like, So my daughter looks at me, and she was like, I'm like, what? And she was like, I want to know something. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, how messed up is it that Jesus was able to walk on water? Like when he was out with his friends and he was younger and they jumped in the pool, did he just land on top of it? And I was like, motherfucker never made a cannonball, that's for sure. So her and I are looking at sit on the couch. Before we knew it, we were wondering, is that true? Could he cannonball water? Even though he was able to walk on it?
Jeez, I'm sure he can turn the power off and be able to enjoy a nice pool. You
So
know,
he was
it's
like,
not like he was
not
forced to
walking
not go.
today,
Everyone else
and
is
he
having
plummeges
fun.
in the water?
Marco Polo and Jesus can't play. He can't go in the water because he just stands on top of
He's
it.
not allowed to. He doesn't go in. He
No,
doesn't ever fall
no.
under. He doesn't get wet.
I'm sure he could if he wanted to.
Is
He's
it worse
Jesus.
going down the slide and then
He's
just
Jesus.
sliding down the water because you don't fall in the pool?
On the slip and slide, he would be amazing. He would just slide down and
He
standing
would be
like
like ice
this.
skating all the time.
Oh, it'd be great. Jesus would be so much fun at
That was
parties.
actually a moment, though, I really was interested to find the question. So is there an answer?
I'm sure, yes, he can go into water. He walks on water when he wants to, right? Just like when he turns water into wine when he wants to.
Wait, he turned water into wine?
Yeah, he's magic.
The wine came from his blood.
No, the blood of Christ is the wine we drink. But there's a story where he turned water into wine.
Oh.
Yeah, he fed
He was like, forget
he fed
water,
a whole
hydration, get
He
drunk.
fed a whole village off of one fish.
One fish.
Whole village, one fish.
That's a big story.
Village only had 2 people in it, but still.
One fish, but
I'm pretty sure it was a real village, and the story is, he fed a whole village with one fish. That's incredible stuff. You know, I had something here I did want to talk about. Let me see.
I want you to talk about it.
Do you? Oh, the Playboy Mansion.
Yes.
If I got invited, you're against it.
What do you mean, like now up in the running?
If like me and Sal's like, yo, I got an invite to the Playboy Mansion. You want to go check it out?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I don't know why I couldn't hang out on the other side with chicks. Like,
Because he only has 2 invites, and it's me and Sal, and he's like, yo, I got 2 passes.
so
to the
I mean, I
Playboy
wouldn't tell you
Mansion.
not to go. I would never say you can't go. I would never ever be a sentence where I say you can't go. I would leave it up to your best discretion.
My best discretion of what, to go or not?
Yeah, like what kind of decision you want, whatever. If you want to go, go. What would I do to say though? But being real honestly, what are you gonna go over there and see titties and vagina and ass? Like, I mean,
No, but also it's the Playboy Mansion. It's like going to a museum. It's like going to any other like crazy landmark. It
Yeah.
just happens to have naked women there.
yeah. But so what am I gonna just assume you're gonna fuck them?
No, you're gonna assume that I'm gonna be a gentleman and not.
Right, so
You
that's
know.
why I'm saying. I mean, I guess it would be your decision if you wanted to go. I would think that it'd be unfair because I like looking at women too. However, I would live through
But
you and your
let's
stories.
say I was like,
guess.
yep, I'm gonna go.
If you said you wanted to go, Rock, what would I say? It's your freedom of choice. I would never tell you can't. You've never come at me ever and been like, "This is what the deal is," and I was like,
We
Don't
only bring
you
this up
dare.
because we brought it up the other night. Like we were watching something at Curb. And they
Yeah.
all, but they didn't tell their wives, and Larry was already in trouble, and he's like, "You can't get in trouble again, so just go and just tell her later."
No, I don't think that you'd come home and I'd be like, "It's a divorce."
Yeah.
Honestly, if you kept to yourself, and did
You
not
would be
cheat on
annoyed
me-
though.
Not really. I guess what I mean. You could look at titties on the internet on your phone. You could be looking at pussy on your phone, sitting on the couch in the living room. Like,
Yeah.
if I trust you as my husband, I guess I would have to trust in the fact that you're not going to go there and look at some Barbie doll and go fuck my life.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me
of-
throw everything away
Of
for this
course, we
18-year-old.
walked around hedonism together, looking at vagina and
Yeah.
titties and dick all day for 6 days, and I didn't go, "What are you looking at?" Not one time.
Yeah.
So I don't think that you could say I'm going to Playboy Mansion and I would cry about it. Inside, would I have any female insecurities like, oh my God, he was there with women? I might go, oh my God. And then the same aspect, Rocky, I trust you with my life. I know you would never cheat on me physically. Looking at people, we all look at people. Would I be an idiot to say I don't look and go, oh, he's a handsome guy? I might have said a few times, that's a handsome guy. That's a pretty girl. Matter of fact, in Jamaica, I think I was telling you that girl's ass, we could bounce a quarter off of it. I'm not a physically jealous person. If I saw you sitting on a couch with your arm around somebody, that would probably draw fire from me.
Yeah.
Not you looking or being around other women who are naked. You sitting with someone and being a physical touching, arm around, maybe even walking by, hand next to each other, like body brushing, that would probably drive me bananas.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not a very physical person. You're not a hug me hello person.
Yeah, no.
So if I saw you with someone intimately like that, that's intimate. Kiss somebody, I'll rip your fucking lips off.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
But going and looking at women, I would like to look at them too. You know, like I'm not hating. I think women are beautiful.
I want to talk about Alicia Keys because I think she's a stupid asshole.
Why?
Why? Because this is from her. Alicia Keys said it was frustrating when her 4-year-old son regretted getting a rainbow-colored manicure and lamented the judgments and stereotypes launched at men. First of all, he's not a man, he's a 4-year-old. Launched at men when they embrace their feminine energy. What men are embracing that? What? No man is embracing feminine energy other than, like, I don't know.
A man?
Yeah.
A man or a woman, man, transitioning man, whatever man.
No, but this is a 4-year-old.
Children don't see that.
And she's just saying that her 4-year-old son should be able to get a rainbow-colored manicure without... First, no one's judging your kid.
No one is, but why is she even bringing it up?
Because this is one of these things of I need to take a moment to just slam men.
And or
for
talk about
no
myself?
Reason. Yeah.
Is she
and
gay?
Make a spectacle. No, Alicia Keys. She's not gay.
She's married?
But here's the other thing. Why is your son getting fucking manicures when
At
you
4?
when you refuse to wear makeup?
Wait, I don't put my 4-year-old daughter in a manicure
No, but
chair.
she doesn't wear makeup. So why is your son getting manicures? You
Right.
don't. You won't wear makeup because you want to show your natural beauty. So you make your son get manicures? What the fuck is that?
Well, she doesn't wear makeup that you would notice.
No,
but
she doesn't wear any makeup.
I
According to her, she doesn't
I
wear
know
any.
she says she does. She does wear foundation. She does not wear blush and eyeliner. She wears foundation and mascara straight up. I'm
According
coming
to
from
her,
somebody
she
who
says she
doesn't wear
doesn't.
makeup. I
But-
powder my face and put on mascara. So
Less labels, more expressions. Been thinking about how over-labeled and over-judged we all are. Well, yeah, when you let your 4-year-old get fucking rainbow nails, yeah, some people might judge that because it's a weird thing to do. Normal children don't get, normal boy children don't get rainbow-colored nails.
I wouldn't say normal boy children. You don't see any kids in a fucking manicure chair before 7 to 8, especially boys.
I see it on the internet.
Listen, that is like extra. People who have that kind of luxury to sit and get their fucking nails done with their 4-year-old, why? So she could peel it off in 10 minutes? I'm not wasting my money. My daughter's going to be 5. I paint her nails on her toes. That is what she'll get until she understands the value of a $20 manicure pedicure. Sorry, but so anybody who's doing that is for the fucking attention. Nobody brings their 4-year-old daughter unless you have money to sit around and get a fucking pedicure like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just truth of the matter is, Valentina peels it off 10 minutes after I do it.
Yeah, of course she does. She does it every time.
So why would you put yourself in a position to throw away money if you're not looking for some type of reaction from people? That's fucking stupid.
Now, here's what she said after this. The other day, this is the story. The other day, I went to the nail salon with Genesis. He's in the chair. He's like, I want rainbow. The lady gives him rainbow, all right? And then afterwards, he says, Mommy, I don't want these on my nails. And she was like, why? And you were so sure you're good. And he said, people are not going to like it.
He's 4.
How does he know people are not going to like it unless he's 4? He's only been around you and your help. So how does he even know if people would like it or not? This kid lives a secluded life with you and his help. This kid's not out in public school.
Yes.
This kid's not out in fucking... Get the fuck out of here. He learned that from you then, motherfucker.
Exactly is what I'm saying to you. You are putting your child in the position to even think this way. My daughter is 4, and she'll hang out and play with my son's Minecraft toys, and he'll hang out with her and play with his Minecraft toys and their Legos together, and they don't even think about, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, and they're in the fucking public world. Yeah. Because at 4 years old, it does not matter.
Like, I don't care if this kid does it or not. That's not my point here.
No,
My point here
all.
is Alicia Keys making a spectacle
She
out
just
of
wants
it
fucking
when no one
attention.
else did. No one else made a spectacle out of this except
He's 4.
you.
He's 4.
And she decided to make a video about this and be like, how could my son say so? Because you taught him that.
No, she's
That's how.
What she said is, Mommy's going to put the press
Or
record.
your husband or his brothers and
Mommy's
sisters.
going to press record, and this is what I want you to say. That's what happened there. Looking for
And
attention.
yes, if he went to school, if a kid...
At 4 years old, a boy with a rainbow fucking hit nails, yes. Kids will go,
kids are
why
gonna
do you have
fuck with him.
rainbows?
Yeah, what's up with your rainbow nails, dude?
But he doesn't go to public school, does he?
All right. So yeah, but again, if I don't care who you are. That's just the fucking life. And whether or not you're like, oh, well, it shouldn't be that way. Yes, it should. Because you did something very different from everyone else. So people are going to question it. People are going to think it's weird. People are going to fucking look at you funny and differently. And some people are going to go, hey, that's really cool. So,
you know what, though? At the same time, we didn't see
life.
before the fucking video turned on. Maybe she said to him, do you want to put a rainbow on your nail?
Yeah.
Who knows? You don't know what the fuck. This is an actress,
She probably
singer
said,
we have
why don't
here,
you put
okay?
rainbow nails on?
Yeah. But who doesn't want attention right now? And the Me Too fucking whatever she wants to pull out of her. No, okay?
Sick of men getting blamed for
No
everything.
4-year-old little boy is going to go, I want rainbow nails. And if he does, his mom is going to say, if you want rainbow nails, rock them. She's not going to record a video, post it on social media or wherever else to get attention. She's going to say, this is an issue between me and my son that we're going to handle and grow together. You don't got to make a fucking skeptical of him and he's going to grow up to be 10 and be like, why did you post this video? Whack. Next fucking subject.
That's right. That's right. Fucking asshole.
God, ridiculous.
What a stupid
That was the
asshole.
most ridiculous thing ever. Actually got aggravated me that she used that to try to get more attention.
Now, here's a judge being a stupid cunt.
Let's go.
Because, was the kid being a shitty little fucking kid? This judge, let's see, where is it? What happened now? Just give me the fucking story. I hate this website.
Story? Where's the story? No, for real, though. I hate when it does that.
All right. Long story short. Oh, here we go. The Virginia Beach courtroom. A 20-year-old got sentenced. His 18-year-old girlfriend left the courtroom and slammed one of the double wooden doors, which if you slam those doors, they don't slam. They kind of like swing.
Yeah, they do swing, but they do make a knocking noise, but they swing.
Either way, I guess she swung it aggressively. So then she returned to pick up a binder that she left in there, and the judge said to explain her behavior, and she responded that she was angry, which is the most honest answer you can give. So this fucking sweetheart asshole of a judge gave her 10 days in jail for being a baby.
That is and she's 17.
18. So
That is
that's
ridiculous.
an abuse of power. Like, she was being a baby. That's
Listen,
really
people
all she
allowed
was
to have
doing.
emotion. She didn't say, hey, fuck you, old man.
Yeah, she didn't say anything.
She walked out.
No, this was a woman.
Pushed the door.
A woman judge.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah.
She just walked out. Right? No words.
Oh, no, it was a man judge. Stephen Mahan.
So he was a dick.
Yeah, a real asshole.
You know, honestly, he couldn't have just been like, wow, she was upset. Who wouldn't be upset their boyfriend got sentenced to jail? Or, not that you'd ever want to be in that kind of position.
But how do they allow that this judge now just gets to go, you slammed the door, he has 10 days in prison?
Because he probably said contempt. Because he probably said
that's
that
still even more for contempt, though. Like
yeah,
that,
because he answered.
That is what it was. It was contempt of court.
She said something, and he fucking probably said, "That's a contempt of court," because he
that's
can't get his dick hard anymore.
That's a vicious fucking
probably
sentence for slamming.
People
a fucking
will do a lot of
door.
bad things if they can't have sex, Rocky.
That's a real
People
clumsy
like
move.
to fuck, and that's what's wrong with a lot of fucking things going on today. Straight up, if you are married or in a relationship or have a husband or whatever, if you're not fucking, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to throw people under the bus, but you're in a relationship for a reason. You want a best friend, you got a best friend, okay? You have kids, you have best friend, parents, brothers and sisters. You're with your husband, like, I want to fuck. I'm 38, I'm not fucking 90. I want to have fun. Like, if there's a day goes by, I'm like, okay. But if 2 days come and I'm like, hey, babe, what's up? It's either he's tired, I'm tired, but we still are like, let's get it in. Why not? I want to come. Like, I don't understand how people get like that. I don't want to have sex with you because I'm mad at you. I'm like, I'm mad at you, so you're going to make it up to me or what? Does that not how real relationships work? I don't understand.
You would think.
A lot of people are fighting and they talk about how they don't want to have sex because they don't want to fuck their partner, or they're mad at them. They didn't get the dress they wanted, or maybe because they're just not attracted to each other anymore. Then why aren't you saying, like, I'm not attracted to you? Like, I want to fuck. Like, it is one of the most enjoyable parts of my day.
Of course, it's the best part of the day, every day.
I wake up and I'm like, hey, I'm eager for my day. I deal with my kids in school and homework and dinner and momming and housewifing and doing my thing. And then at night, I'm like, they're in bed. I want to have fun with my husband. I'm not trying to just sit and play a video game and get interested in what's on TV. I'm like, baby, what's up? And he'll turn and I'll even have my tank top down and I'll say, are you hungry? And my nipple will be out. And he'll look at me and be like, babe, your shirt's down. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize it was down. Like, are you hungry? And he's like, well, come over here. And it even just starts even that little bit of a role play and friskiness. You want that life in your relationship. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just a sexual person. I'm a Taurus. I'm in my prime. I'm a woman. I am fucking hard body. I'm into it. I'm married. So I feel like 90% of the time people are arguing and fighting, and it's because maybe they haven't had sex for like a month. Throw her down in the fucking kitchen, pull her pants down, and the kids are at school. I mean, lunchtime is what it is. What is
Your brother's
this?
been sending me the craziest videos the past
Why
2
is
days.
he sending this to my email?
Watch. No, it's the Facebook.
Oh my fucking God.
Click the one above
Were those
it.
two men?
Click the
That
one
was
above
two
it.
men, right?
I don't know. No,
my
I think that was a woman. Click the one above it.
Oh. Wait a minute. She's hitting his balls with a bat.
The end of like the other end of a bat, not the end you would hit with.
Oh my God, that's actually really horrible. I don't know if maybe more he
now
might be
go to the
mad at
next
you.
one.
No, I don't want to watch these anymore.
Yeah,
They're disgusting. That's not. I'm talking about sex. You pull up.
Your brother
abuse
sends
on
me
men.
these.
Well, you deal with my brother. Your own relationship. You know, like I don't know. I wanted to talk about a new show I wanted to start. All right, and I would like feedback. And there's not going to be a lot of women who are interested, or maybe they're going to be mad at me for it. But I want to start a podcast about being a great wife and being a great husband, not just being a great wife. Obviously, I'm going to talk about both aspects. However, I think it's super important for everybody to have an outlet to go, well, my wife this or my husband that, or not even say that. You could just say my situation, because, you know, we are all married and in relationships, right? So what do we have to fucking hide but out saying like, look, this is not turning me on, or I wish you would be a little bit more frisky. You know, I don't know if I've ever had a moment where I didn't say I wanted something with you. I think I've always just done it or taken what I wanted and you gave it to me because you're my husband.
Yeah, and vice versa.
I don't think I've ever said no.
No.
Have I? What's this?
There was a couple times, like when you're tired, but like very, 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 very rarely. I mean, maybe like
I don't know what this is. I can't read this.
maybe like 5 times. This is South Dakota's new slogan to raise meth awareness.
Wait, this is. Did I just read what I read?
Yeah, there's one picture, like like an older version of the Marlboro Man, and it just says meth. I'm on it.
And the other football players say meth. We're on it.
Yeah, a group of like kid football players, and it says meth. We're on
Hey,
it.
Twitter. The whole point of this campaign is to raise awareness.
But like, why that way?
So I think that's.
Are they
working.
like police and they're watching the people on meth and letting everybody know? So they're just saying, "Hey, we're rats." Is that what these people are bragging about? Hey, we're rats.
I don't even know what that means.
Let's see if they explain it. South Dakota's governor defended it. All right, the campaign "Meth We're On It" was launched. Billboard's advertisement with people saying "Meth, I'm on it." Now, we didn't want this to look like every other drug campaign. The effort has cost $500,000. I don't understand. Like, does that mean like South Dakota's going to get all the meth people? What's the point of what their slogan is? That's what the part.
What I don't understand is that why they're. What is the statement? Is they're on it, so get help, or is it we're on it like you don't know people who are on it by what they look like?
I think that maybe they're just
don't judge me by my image.
Now getting people's attention as far as meth goes.
Nobody's
maybe
smoking crystal meth and playing football. No fucking way.
Well, I beg to differ.
Who?
I think that guy in oh no, he was smoking crack. I think in Last Boy Scout.
A movie?
Yeah, remember in the Last Boy Scout?
I'm talking about real life football players.
You never know.
You know what crystal meth does
They
to
also
you.
sniff it, so maybe a little toot of fucking crystal meth before you get out on the field.
No, there's no fucking toot. You can't take a toot of crystal meth. It's like a fucking.
It's an upper.
It is one of the most strongest uppers, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sure
Why
people...
wouldn't he just be like, Coke, bump? He's got to go crystal
because
meth?
crystal meth's cheaper, I believe.
No.
I believe so, yes. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wait, so crystal meth's for the poor
I'm
and
gonna look up
Coke's for the
the
rich.
average cost of a gram of crystal meth. I'm going to look this up.
This is crazy. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't look at any football players and look at them as drug addicts. There's no way you could be a drug addict and
Are you
work
kidding
your
me?
body
LT played
like
his
that.
whole fucking career on coke.
Who?
Lawrence Taylor.
Who's that?
New York Giants.
I don't know who that is.
You know LT.
I don't.
All right, average cost of a gram of crystal meth. Let's see. Google, you can get everything.
Google has
Here we go. They do have an answer.
Go.
Average cost is between 20 to 60.
for a gram.
Yeah.
And how much is it for Coke? Same.
A gram of Coke usually runs around 50 to 75, depending on the quality.
Really?
Not that I know, but
That's a
I've
lot
heard.
of money. That's a lot of money for a fucking toot. I would never stick something up my nose and waste my money. Like
that's
that.
how I don't understand how people become addicted to expensive drugs like that. It's like, where do you get this money?
Like
to
it-
keep your habit up.
That's a lot of fucking money
Yeah.
to be like, hey, let me grab. I don't know. I just smoke a joint. Be normal.
Yeah.
Weed,
Yeah.
right?
Weed's the
Fucking
way to
normal
go.
shit.
Weed's the way to go.
Wine and weed.
Yeah, I'm all for drinking, depending on, you know.
You're for drinking as long as it's in your perimeters.
And people aren't obnoxious fucking drunks, then yes. I'm all
I
for
am
it.
not an obnoxious drunk. Thank the Lord for that. Don't be fresh. Don't be fresh. All right. So what about these? What about these articles that we had here? Do you want to talk about
Which ones?
the ones we had for the? Let's do the 30 signs you sent me.
30 signs. Karma pays a bit. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is the divorce one.
Well, it's 30 signs that you are
You're, like, leading to a
Yeah,
divorce.
I want you to do this. You do
Let me
this.
see this.
Because all right, is there any way that I could grab wine?
Wine? I
And a
guess
beer?
you can. I mean, Jesus. Now I got to carry the show by myself.
Literally 3 minutes, Rocky. 3 minutes. I know that they're not
All right,
here.
just be careful.
you are the whole
because
show.
You're gonna. This is your show. What are you talking about?
That's not what I meant. I meant like because you can hold a show.
I can hold it down for 3 minutes. I guess I
Do you want
can.
a beer?
Ex-wife podcast. That's my expertise, Madalena. Yeah, I would. Yes, I do. I would love for you to do that, Madalena. But you won't come and do the ex-wife podcast. So what's up with that? What's up with that? Rocka Jess, send me a pic of the artwork that is center stage on the wall. Okay, we'll do. It's a Banksy, Cap. If you just look up Banksy, the mild west, it'll pop up. No problem. Your clock is ticking. Your clock's ticking. I love role playing with my ex. Oof. Let's see. Good show, guys. Got to turn in. Take care. All right, Josh. Thanks for checking us out. That's ex-sister-in-law Manny and Petty for her daughter from 3 years old. Ridiculous. That was Kay. Yeah, so Madalena suggested a podcast that she's not going to do.
Wait, what? Well, Madalena should be a part of
Because I
this
know
podcast.
she's not going to do it.
But,
I
she
would
doesn't
love
have
for her to be
time
here every week
right
with us.
now. She was supposed to be here, but Madalena's too cool for us at this time. So go ahead with these 30 signs. Come on.
Too cool for school.
Too cool for school.
All right, so the first sign is you're living like a single person. All right, well, the actual name of this list is 30 subtle signs your marriage is over and you haven't realized it yet. Number 1, you're living like a single person, not a married person. Meaning, let's say, life can be great, few responsibilities. However, if you're married and still acting like you're not in a committed relationship, that's a major red flag. I guess like being out and chatting it up and
Bars and clubs.
yeah, talking to ladies.
The talk, walk the walk.
And yes, if you're just talking, it's still cheating.
Of course.
Anyone who's about to go,
It's an emotional attachment.
Yes.
It's not just fucking.
Imagining your spouse with someone else doesn't hurt you. Yeah, I would say then yeah. I mean, unless you're into that sort of thing.
Wait. Oh, like, oh.
Yeah.
Imagining your spouse with
Yeah, but like
somebody
if
else?
you're not into that, yeah, your relationship's definitely over. I mean, if you're into that, then you're into that. But if you're not, yeah, if you think
Now,
that-
what if you were in a relationship that where they were into swapping?
well, that's what I mean by if you're into that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Your view of the future doesn't include your spouse.
Tomato,
Now that's a
tomato.
fucked up one. Your view of the future doesn't include your spouse. Like what? Like you're gonna murder her?
No, or maybe
gonna
just
off
like
this
I'm gonna run
bitch.
off to this.
No,
this
I get
other
what they
island.
mean. Like in
Daydreaming.
like 10 years, you're thinking of
like
her not
daydreaming
being
without
around.
them.
But
That's kinda
then, why
weird.
did you marry this person?
I would definitely not have been able to marry you if I didn't think you would be in my future. This is like the worst. To go through like a divorce would be worse than,
Oh, it's a nightmare.
I know.
Yeah.
Sure.
The two of you don't have sex anymore. Yep. Yeah.
That is definitely a sign.
That's like
definitely a sign.
it's-
You're not fucking. Listen.
It's such a close to number 1 on the list. to make sure you have sex. That trust is just barely
Now,
beats it. Trust is number one.
Let me just be honest when I tell you that there's at least 8 days for certain women that need a fucking leeway. At least 8 days, because sometimes it fluctuates. And then you have to think about the emotion before and after. So let's just say there's a 10-day grace period.
Yeah.
10 days. You go over 2 weeks of not having
Oh
sex.
yeah, no, that's a problem.
And that's where that's where
a
things start to
problem.
add up. You start to argue
Well,
about
now-
this. You
yeah.
argue. You're even inside your frustrations, your body. Like, have sex. Have lots of sex. If your husband wants to have sex,
Because you get it out,
have
and you always
sex.
end like, that was nice.
Yes,
That was
even if
good.
it's a 5-minute push you up against the wall. Like,
Yeah,
there was
that was
moments where
good.
Rocky came home for lunch. He's got 20 minutes to eat and 20 minutes to nap, or 20 minutes to eat and 20 minutes to fuck me in the shower, or bend me over the sink, and the kids are at school. I'm like, bend me over the sink. What do you? And I would never be able to say no. There was Sunday mornings. The kids are.
Good thing Nick just got into the show.
Nick who?
Your cousin.
Fuck! Wrong time, Nick. No, but for real, I'm
Perfect time,
talking about
Nikki.
marriage.
What's up,
you know what I
brother?
mean? Like, if my husband, my kids, Sundays, they're out, they're playing video games, or they're in their room, and they have outside or whatever, and he's in the room going, "Shut the door. It'll take a few minutes." Of course, I'm gonna say yes. Who the fuck says no? I want it too.
People do.
I'm a fiend. I
People
want to
do.
feel that.
People do. And Madalena, okay, fair enough. I didn't realize that whole thing was going on. So yeah, when that's done, then you're in. You're in like Flynn.
Oh,
Bend
yeah,
her-
well, we know that. I know
Bend
everything.
her over the sink, Rock Nick writes.
Yeah, well, you know, bend me over the fucking sink.
I agree. I will. You're making major money moves without your spouse's knowledge.
That is a problem.
It is.
Let me tell you why I think
It
it's
is
a
because
problem.
even when I make a major money move, I go, Jess, what do you think about this?
You know-
I never just do it.
This is the thing, and I'm going to be 100% with everybody right now. My husband may shoot me down and fucking tell the truth. I have never, in the 7 years I've been with my husband, asked for anything that would be a big expense. Nothing actually over probably $100. I do not ask or want anything that
No,
has
but I guess they're
material
saying
value.
like if I went and bought a car out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and just
no,
didn't even
those
discuss
are
it with
things
you.
that are a given that we guess purchase together.
Yes, but that's what they're saying.
But
If-
there's
if
like you
do
came
that-
to me and said, I really would like that VR, and it was $700. I really would like that arcade machine. It was $3,000. I never was like, don't you dare. You were like, I like this. I said, so get it.
No, but that's what they're saying. Like if you just showed up one day in the arcade's here, you're like, what the fuck is that?
No, but
And I'm
you
like,
know
"Oh,
what,
yeah, by
though?
the way,
I
spent
know
$3
my
grand."
husband, and I know my husband loves video games and those kind of things and movies. So it would be expected that you'd want those kind of things.
Yeah,
You know, when
yeah.
I married you, I knew you liked it.
Yeah.
Me, I ask for a seaweed body wrap once a year. I'm very
Here's
easy.
an obvious one. You want to cheat. Yeah, if you want to cheat, you definitely.
And why would that even be on the
that's
list?
Not
Of
subtle.
course that's on
That's
the
not
list. Like,
subtle. That's not a
yes,
subtle
you wanna
sign.
cheat, you're not
I
happy,
want to cheat on
motherfucker.
my wife.
No.
That's definitely a very
No.
strong sign.
You're with the
Your
wrong
marriage is
person,
over.
or you should be fucking her more, asshole.
No one in love goes, you know what? I love the shit out of this person, but I want to cheat on her.
Right? No, it's exactly. Either you're gonna walk in and say, "I'm the husband, give it to me," or you're not.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Shut it the fuck down.
That is not a
and
subtle.
take one as yours.
subtle
You're
hint.
married.
That's a subtle sign.
I'm sorry, ladies,
I
but
wanna
I am
cheat.
one for the
You're
team.
having an emotional affair. Again, that's right up there with
emotional
with
is just as
fucking-
bad as fucking
yeah,
cheating.
Yeah.
No, it's physical and the emotional are
I think
exactly.
emotional is worse.
Emotional is a lot worse,
I think
but
it's
however,
worse.
physically, I talk about my body, my health, my
Because-
life, diseases, fucking
because
dirty ass
that
motherfuckers.
emotional connection is
No.
the first step to love.
Yes, however, you could be emotionally connected.
A fuck is not a first step to love.
No, it's not.
That's what
well.
I'm saying. It's not. No, in some situations it's not.
But in,
Yeah, but
Wait,
but
but-
in most situations it's not.
but I just want to throw it out there that
Yeah, well, that's how good I am.
possibilities.
That's how good I am. Sling the dick once,
No,
she falls
you
in
didn't
love.
sling the dick nothing once. Let's not go there. All right.
Your goals don't include your spouse.
That was the same thing as dreams.
Yeah, that's the future thing. Yeah, this is fucking. People make these lists. You have different opinions regarding having kids. This is something you didn't discuss before marriage.
Yes. And
Like
if
you got
don't,
married and then we're like, oh, by the way,
I
do
don't
you want kids?
Yeah, no, that's something you
Because
talk
I
about before.
don't.
No, you talk about it before marriage.
That's
Actually, we
definitely
had,
before
we
marriage.
had Valentina before we got married because
Yeah.
That's I mean, I don't care who you want to marry,
fucking roll.
but we needed to have a kid first and live together first before marriage, because that's the end all.
You make excuses to spend time without your spouse.
Yeah, that is a true sign.
Yeah,
Who the fuck wouldn't know that?
But these aren't like subtle things. If you're like, yo, I'm going over to Frank's house and everyone's gonna be
Why
over
are you
there.
talking about Frankie's? Because you want to go see his sneaker collection?
But and you're like, everyone's gonna be there, and she's like, oh, cool, I'll grab my bag, and you're like, no,
You stay home.
you stay home. I'm going to Frank's. That's not subtle either.
That's not subtle, no.
Yeah, there's no subtle about that.
I think actually the conversation is more like, babe.
'Cause you're married.
Sal asked me to come out. You want to go? No? All right, well, staying home.
No, but you're married. This is
Yeah.
a married
Yeah, you're not my
couple.
friend.
These
You're
are
my fucking
signs
husband.
that marriage is over and haven't realized it. So, like, obviously, if I'm like, hey, gonna go shoot over to Sal's, he's having a New Year's Eve party, and your wife's like, oh, cool, I'll get dressed, and you're like, no, you totally stay here. I don't want you to go where I'm going to Sal's for New Year's Eve.
That's not gonna work.
You stay home.
That won't work for
No,
any
but
real
my whole
wife.
point is that's not a subtle sign. Like, that's the only way that goes down.
Oh, so you're saying because it says subtle signs?
But you're making up excuses to not hanging up with. That's the list.
No,
the list is 30 subtle signs your marriage is over. And again, me going places and you not going with me.
That's a clear sign. I don't
Of
think
course
I don't.
it is.
Whoa, you want
I
to
know.
catch that?
I did. You're not invested in fixing your marriage. Yeah, again, not subtle.
No.
If
you
you're
can
like, yo,
feel
let's
it.
go to therapy, and he's like, nope, totally don't want
You
to.
can
I don't
feel
want
when
this to
somebody's
work, so
not
I
in
don't
the
want to go to
relationship.
therapy.
No, you can feel
And
it.
therapy doesn't
And to be honest
work.
with you, when you're caught up in that situation where therapy is needed, who is really trying or who is really pointing?
If you
And all
need,
you're doing is pointing
if
at that
you-
time.
If you need therapy, your marriage is a sham from every moment on.
That's not necessarily true. Some people actually do therapy and it works out for them. It does. If the two people truly want it, Rocky, and let's be honest here, we have been together for a long time and we're friends a long time. There have been moments where we have both looked at each other and went, "Are you fucking?"
Yeah,
I mean,
but never a
inside
moment
the
where I go.
rage.
Yes, but never a moment where I go. I don't want to be with her.
No, you know what? You don't.
So-
but that one day goes
Yeah,
to the next day.
I get
Wait,
anger.
but wait, that one day goes to the next day, goes to the next day, goes to the next day because people have too much pride. How many days do we go without speaking to each other?
Fuck pride.
How many days do we go without speaking to each
None.
other? Never.
Exactly.
It's an hour tops that we
Because
are
when it
not
comes to your
speaking.
relationship and your marriage, fuck pride.
Absolutely. And when it comes to our arguments, it's not like we argue
And
then
that's on
all
both
day.
sides. That's on.
I'll use myself and as an example, right? The other day, Rocky comes home from work, and I was in one of those moods where I was just trying to play but not play, and I kept on rebuttaling him. Everything he would say, I had an answer to. I was just being quirky, and he was like, "Stop fucking with me." And I'm like, "I'm not fucking with you. You're fucking with me." And he went into the shower, all perturbed. We both were off, and it was like before we were doing our show. And he's in the shower. I'm sitting in the living room, and I had to take a second to go, you know what? You really are fucking picking at him. Go right now and fix it. This is what I'm saying in my head. I'm going, do not let that sit. You're being a dick. And so I went to the bathroom. He's in there with his music blasting, not expecting it at all. I knock on the door. Finally, he opens it, and he looks at me, and I was like, I'm sorry for picking, and I don't want to fight with you. It is never a moment where I feel like I am above telling him I was wrong, and I knew I was picking. So I apologized to him. And then he right back came at me, and he was like, I'm sorry that I was arguing with you. And we go about our night. We don't think about, I'm going to fucking make him suffer, or I don't want to talk to you anymore, or you're not sleeping in the bed with me. When we don't sleep together, it's because my 4-year-old wakes me up, and then he comes and gets me in the middle of the night, like, let's go, get back in bed with me. The two of them kind of fight for bedtime with me. It's cute, but you know, you just have to remember, like, where is home? Where is foundation? This is my fucking man. This is my husband. There's not going to be a moment I go, okay, or yeah, I'll go here. No, even if he's fucking wrong, I'm probably going to give it in because that's what kind of wife I am. You know what I mean? I don't think that there's a lot of women out there like that. And I don't think there's a lot of husbands like you either that goes, yeah, baby, put on that top. I see a little bit of your nipples when the sun shines, but you know what? Fuck it. You're beautiful. If they look, okay, I'm lucky. He's so secure. Like, we just don't have that there's no jealousy there. There's no pride and jealousy. That's why I think we last so long.
Number 14, you refuse to compromise. I agree. You got to compromise. That can go on forever. You can,
okay,
yeah,
let's
that's
not
a
go
whole
there.
show in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, it is. That's a great show in itself.
Yeah. You jump to the idea of divorce when you're upset. Again, that's not subtle. If you're like, hey, we're in a fight, I want a divorce.
No, that you cannot do that. No.
That's not subtle. You're literally
No.
saying it.
After marriage, there's no talking about divorce unless you want it.
You express contempt toward your spouse. You eye roll, whatever, type thing.
That's called contempt?
Yeah, but sometimes you
Fuck.
just do that because
Behind your
sometimes.
back, I'm looking everywhere and rolling my eyes.
No, but sometimes, you're just like, oh my God, whatever, all right.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I get it. Sure. I'll be watching you.
You don't want to listen to your spouse's problems. Yeah, that's a weird. Like,
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's what you're there for, to listen to her problems, and she's there to listen to yours.
Right.
You and your spouse keep secrets from each other. What kind of secrets, though?
Yes. Wait.
Like,
okay.
if I murdered somebody, maybe that's a secret.
All right. I'm glad you brought it up.
That's a
though.
secret I would keep. I don't know. Babe, I murdered someone. Yeah, I guess I would have to tell you.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I'd tell you.
This is the crazy thing. Rocky and I, we grew up together, so I know him at least since I'm 12, in the same circular of friends, not necessarily very close, but we knew each other, knew of each other, heard stories of each other. When we got together, it was all bellies out. There was nothing in between he didn't know. And I'm a very outspoken person, so I spoke to him about things that he might have needed to know. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if there's little detailed secrets that you don't know. There might be.
Of course there's
maybe.
secrets, and there's
I don't
secrets about me you
know.
don't know. And you know why? Because you don't just bring up random shit.
Yeah,
Like, why would I be like,
right.
hey,
So
let me tell you
didn't
about
know
this
about
time
this,
and-
but
yeah.
no, I feel like that's somebody looking for trouble.
Yeah, why would I tell you?
That's like they say, how many
Because
people have you had sex
no
with?
good is going to come. There's
No,
certain
right.
things that no good's going to come from you
Right.
knowing this knowledge.
No, right.
So why, like...
And I agree. And it's so funny because in the interim of thinking about people who don't talk about everything, if my husband ever said, hey, in 1996, did you do this? I would say, yeah, I did it. And I don't give a fuck.
People ask questions.
And I don't give a fuck. I didn't even know you then.
This is the problem
who
with
gives a
people.
shit?
People are too curious. And
It doesn't matter.
No, but a lot of people give into their curiosity when they'll ask a question that they know damn well they don't want to know the answer to, but they fucking
And then
ask it
sparks
anyway.
other things.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Well, I want to know this.
Right, and
I
if you
really
don't tell
don't
me
want
this,
to
what
because
else aren't
no
you
matter
telling
what
me?"
the answer is, I'm not gonna like it. No
Right.
matter what the answer is, I'm
That
not
is
gonna like it.
killing me right
but
now.
how much of the answer am I not gonna like? How bad am I not gonna like the answer? And that's the curiosity that fucking sick and demented, twisted fucking people have.
Okay, but some people, like I said, they enjoy the argument. They enjoy the conflict. I don't want to know what you did in 1999 hanging out in the backseat of a car at a fucking drive-in.
Yeah,
I
no.
really don't. Not that honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. We know a lot about each other, though. So
Yeah,
it's not
but-
like I don't look and think, this is something I want to talk about. People are crazy. Like, secrets matter. Anything after when you started dating.
Yeah.
That's a secret. So 2012,
But then
we were together.
what other? It's not just those type of secrets, though. I guess it's like, maybe I was like playing the stock market, or I'm a gambler, or like something like that.
All right. Even still,
You
though,
know, it's
anything
not always,
during the marriage, during being together, that matters. Don't lie about anything. I don't give a fuck if it's a white secret, black secret, middle secret, fucking
a white lie.
white. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You ignore advice from members of your inner circle. Well, maybe your inner circle's fucking stupid.
Most of my inner circle's not where I am.
Maybe you
We're
got
all in
dragged
different
into this inner circle because of the person you're with. And now you're surrounded by dummies, and you're like, well, you're an idiot. I don't want to listen
But
to your
we're all in
bullshit.
different places, so it doesn't really matter about
You don't
that.
know my life. You don't know me.
Judgy.
Your fights turn into, personal critiques. Yeah, if you start going, well, I don't like the way you fucking lick your lips every fucking morning. So why the fuck do you lick your
And
lips all
you
weird?
do this, and you
Yeah.
do that. No, absolutely.
No,
that's not good.
no. I mean, if they continually, like, openly, if she's like, dude, rinse the dish off, put it in the dishwasher, and I just refuse. I'm just like, never doing that.
You think the dish is piling up with
And I
food
do
in
it
the sink.
every day, and we get into a fight, and you're like, dude, fucking rinse the dishes off. I'd be like, all right, I kind of deserve that one. I do never do that, and I openly do it, even though she's asked me nicely to do it.
We actually have had situations like that about the cat litter.
Well, everybody has situations like that with many things.
let's just say. However, I don't talk
You can't
like that.
talk without fighting. Yeah, definitely. That's not a subtle sign. If you're constantly arguing with each
No,
other,
that's not good.
yeah, that's not subtle.
We have more sex than
Or
fighting.
you and your spouse have stopped arguing, meaning you don't even talk.
No, that's the
You're
worst.
just complacent.
That's actually probably worse than arguing.
You won't apologize to your spouse.
Hey! Hey, let me say something. All right? Everybody who watches our show and they think that we're a dope-ass couple, absolutely. But you know what? We both have had the issue of not apologizing or realizing with each other.
Because apologizing is such guilt that everybody is like, I don't want to do it.
It's the truth. It is. But you know what? At the end of the day, though, I've learned over the years that me saying I'm
But
sorry
it means a lot when you
means
get
a lot
it.
more to
Yeah.
you than it does to me. And why wouldn't I want to
It means
make
a
you
lot.
feel better? You know what I'm saying? And I've had to realize that. I'll look at you right now and tell you, I love you, and I will always make sure that I fix
Yeah,
all my wrongs with you, baby. And
I
if I
agree.
don't, you can always punish me,
I will.
please.
24, you can't talk to them about your problems. Yeah,
That's the worst.
that's
That's a lot. That's
kind of what
connected
your
a
partner's
lot.
there for. They brought that up
Did
earlier.
that light just turn on?
I don't know. Maybe just turned off. You and
No,
your
that
partner
light
have
turned on.
substance abuse issues and won't get help.
Yeah. Well, if one does.
but I mean, how does that
if
really?
you both do, I mean, run with the pony.
I
as
mean,
long as-
someone can abuse substances and still be a fun person to be around. You're just assuming this substance abuse is a negative substance abuse. There's good
It
substance
can always
abuse.
be perfect substances. You know what I mean? Like, what substances are we talking about?
You don't respect your significant. Yeah, that's not subtle. I don't respect you. That's not subtle.
Wait. This is an award right now. Award ceremony. No, for real. I have been with this man for 7 years, solid 7 years. No fucking bullshit. And never on my father, may rest his soul above, never has he called me anything outside of Jessica, brat, whiny, fresh, and annoying.
And a jerk, I think.
And
I
a
maybe
jerk.
said once.
And I called you a jerk job one
Yeah.
time, and that was the worst ever. We have never cursed at each other, and we have never
like you're
name
a bitch,
called.
you're a fucking asshole.
Never,
nothing
ever.
like
And
that.
I know
Yeah.
this sounds weird, but I swear to you on even every hair, everything on my body, I swear
Yeah,
to you.
neither one of us have ever.
I swear to you, he has never been a disrespectful person. And I also think that is why we work. Because I could be like, my kids would be annoying. Get the fuck out of my face.
You know what's acceptable, actually? There's one kind of
this
curse
is
thing.
fucking bullshit.
No, you're being a fucking dick.
You're being a fucking dick. You're being
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
like
you're being
being-
a fucking jerk.
And that goes both ways.
Those are in like a
because-
sentence.
Because I'm sure.
We're talking about saying, fuck you, you're a cunt.
Yeah, like-
or you're a piece of shit. You're a
Yeah.
fucking loser. Those have never, ever, and none of our arguments have come out. And we have had arguments.
What's
I mean,
the
we're
award?
normal.
What's the award for this?
the award?
Yeah.
I'm going to deep throat, baby, so good.
All right, that's a great award. 27. I don't know how that became a thing. but
27.
It works out for me. 27. You don't have anything in common anymore. I don't know if that's, some people just don't have things in common, but they still get along when they're together.
We don't have a lot in common
No,
at all.
most of the things we do is either something like you strongly like to do or I something strongly like to do.
Yeah, we don't have mutual
Like,
things.
but we do very neutral things like comedy shows, plays, movies.
You know what the thing is? We have a very good romantic and logical sense of artistic views.
Now this one, I agree.
That's what works. Now
I
you
agree.
just this one to me.
Because this one's kind of silly. You never get their undivided attention. Now maybe,
Why is this one? What?
because maybe the person's mad, chatty all the time.
Oh my God! You know what? Who's mad chatty? Or maybe somebody had a new PS4 game.
That could be it too. But maybe sometimes people are chatty.
Oh shit! You know it's so funny because he'll look at me and be like, "Yeah, so I am in the middle of this new game I got. I fucking have heard it."
Your relationship leaves you constantly feeling drained. Yeah, if you're working that hard on it, where you're like, "Fuck,
A
Jesus."
relationship
You
shouldn't
wa-
have to work.
That's one
It
of those things
should.
where like you walk in the door
And you're like,
and you get that feeling that when you go to work, like when you show up to work, you're like, fuck.
Yes, those are the people who cheat.
If you walk into your
Just break up.
if you walk into your house and you're like, fuck,
Just break up.
Damn it.
Break up.
Back in this fucking place.
It's no need for it. I am one of those people who will hurt your feelings because it's no need to go with you and if I don't like you.
All right, now this is again not subtle. That's what's getting me about this list is that they said 30 subtle signs your marriage is over. This one, there's nothing subtle about this.
Tell me.
This is the fucking be all end all of your marriage is over.
Go.
There's no subtle about it unless one of you are very accepting. You're having a physical affair and won't end things. How does that fall into 30 subtle signs your marriage is over? That is the clearest indicator on the planet that your marriage is over. I'm fucking
unless
someone
your
else.
Wife accepts it.
Yes. But I'm fucking someone else and I'm not ending it. If you're cool with that, great.
Or nothing.
Yes. But I am not ending this shit.
I'm like tearing right now. I'm like
that
tearing
is
because I
not
laugh so hard.
Nothing fucking subtle about that.
Wait. All right. Wait. Hey.
Honey, I'm fucking someone else and I have no intention of ending it.
Imagine.
How do you feel about that?
He comes home from work and is like, babe, things are really good today. However, I would love for you to meet my girlfriend. And we want to fuck and
totally into her.
Want you to be
totally into her.
Yeah, I'm into it. We want you to be involved. We don't want to get a divorce.
Oh, you're not into it?
No.
You're not into it? Well,
I'm breaking up with
I still am. I still am. So I'm totally doing this. I'm doing this.
I don't even know what to say. I think
that was the last one.
I laughed my way all the way to the fucking office. See you later. If you need to be with someone else sexually, and you're not a fucking weirdo, fucking swinger. Let me have me say weirdo because I don't mean to say it like that. They're not.
We were around them. They're not weirdos.
I'm going to be honest with you. If I wasn't married to you and I was single at 38, would I be with a couple? Probably.
I'd say out of every 30.
Probably. Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Swingers, there's like.
What? The fuck?
We went an hour and change anyway. So if it ended there, it's not the end of the world.
Why? I see myself.
We had a killer show. Let me just see what happens.
I
here.
need to say something.
Oh, we're back.
We are.
I think so.
Hi. I was there before.
Yeah.
I think that you're
it was this one.
Oh.
That one went dead on us. But yeah, we're back. So keep going.
All right. So let's just... why? Are we over an hour?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 10:02.
Oh, 10:02.
10:02,
so
baby.
then I won't go crazy. But I will say this, and this is just a little something. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not just saying this because I'm married or my husband is next to me. I am a true believer in any relationship that you're in, what you give is what you get. If you truly believe it and you truly require it, I require for my husband to treat me in a certain way. So he does, and he requires me to be some type of wife. So I am. I cook, I clean, I make cookies, I do laundry, I fuck him, I will suck his dick, I work, I help pay bills. I will do whatever I have to do to be a contributing wife, mother, and housewife, I guess. So I look at these aspects and go, well, in my life, I have a lot of things
There's been heartache and pain
that are positive and help me to want to be that kind of wife. The true story, though. I mean, you're a great husband. I don't have any complaints. He doesn't go to strip clubs. He's not an out guy, bar guy. He loves spending time.
Yo, guys, if you're watching this or listening, the stripper doesn't like you. Don't go to strip clubs. You are pissing money away.
Well, if your wife is hot, your girlfriend's hot.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. But I don't know. Think of another way to spend that money.
Sometimes
you're
they
being
like to go for
worked.
the environment.
I just hate that.
The music.
Like if you know you're being suckered and you're fine with it, and that's cool, I guess. But you are being suckered. Just know that the stripper is never, ever, ever into you.
Yes and no. I mean, there are some strippers that are looking for a meal ticket. If you're the right guy, you never know.
All right,
but look, wait, that's not where I wanted to end it.
Go ahead.
You get into strippers.
DH, what up, brother?
Dirty ass motherfucker.
DH,
no, for real though. I want to say, if you want some type of relationship, or you want some type of marriage, and you don't know where to go, I am definitely open for Twitter, JRabbit55, and or. You can hit Rocky Sus on Instagram. You can hit up Super Ugly Show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can go to superuglyshow.com. Super Ugly Show YouTube.
Fucking thing again.
I'm going to keep going just in case.
Do it.
And you can find us on Realm Network, Russo's Brand, iPhone, iHeartRadio.
Yeah, it's going. iPhone.
iPhone.
If you got iPhone, the iPhone, you can use it on the iPhone.
Don't be fucking fresh, or
do it on there.
Go finish
iPhone.
it. Can you finish it? And don't forget to scream out the new Instagram.
iPhone.
Beautiful Women Daily 11. Beautiful Women Daily 11 on Instagram. Go check them out.
Super Ugly Show and Unfiltered Marriage on fucking Facebook. Join the goddamn group. It's a party over there.
Always.
People are getting fucking crazy.
They're not. They want to get crazy.
They're drinking Schlitz.
Schlitz?
Schlitz.
The fuck is a Schlitz?
You don't remember Schlitz?
No.
You don't know nothing. And she's older than me. My daughter always holds that
Only
over my
by
head.
a year, motherfucker.
Always. She'll be like, Daddy, Mommy's older than you. I'll be like, what the fuck does that mean? It doesn't mean nothing.
It's only a year.
It means nothing. All right. See you guys next week.
See you next Tuesday.